Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, we have the results from state track, but first, today's top stories. The United States Supreme Court upheld Proposition 12, a California law banning the sale of unprocessed pork from sows kept in maternity pens, in a 5-4 decision on May 11th. The law, also known as the gestation crate ban, was challenged on the grounds of violating constitutional rules for interstate commerce. However, Justice Neil Gorsuch, writing for the majority, argued that since the law only applies to sales within California, it does not violate interstate commerce rules. Justice Brett Kavanaugh dissented, claiming that California's significant presence in the domestic pork buying market effectively forces other states to comply with its regulations, contradicting the Founding Fathers' intent. The ruling received mixed reactions. Pork industry representatives, including the National Pork Producers Council, criticized the decision, expressing concerns about increased costs, small farm closures, and industry consolidation. On the other hand, animal rights advocates celebrated the ruling as a step toward animal welfare reform. They hoped it would encourage more states to adopt similar regulations and promote humane farming practices. The decision could also potentially lead to market demand and lower prices for humanely raised animals. The ruling's impact on the pork industry remains a topic of concern. Some fear that meat packers may require all pigs to be Prop 12 compliant, which could pose challenges for producers using gestation crates. The use of these crates is widespread, with 60 to 80% of the nation's sows housed in them. Producers worry about the cost of transitioning to new farming practices and the potential disruption of the supply chain. The Supreme Court's decision has sparked debates about animal welfare. Studies suggest that maternity stalls can be harmful to animals, causing pressure sores, ulcers, and abrasions. However, some producers argue that gestation crates facilitate better individual care and ensure humane treatment. They believe that stalls allow for easier management and monitoring of the animal's health. Despite the ruling, the legal battle over Proposition 12 may continue. The Iowa Pork Producers Association has filed a separate lawsuit challenging the law, raising different claims related to constitutional clauses and alleged violations of the Federal Packers and Stockyards Act of 1921. This lawsuit could potentially delay the law's implementation or provide grounds for striking it down. Proposition 12 is set to take effect on July 1st, pending any further legal challenges or delays resulting from the ongoing litigation. The Mount Pleasant Community School District Board has decided not to implement tuition for 5-year-old preschool students in the upcoming 2023-24 school year. However, they will consider adding tuition for the 2024-25 school year. Discussions were held regarding the possibility of adding tuition for certain preschool students. Currently, the statewide voluntary preschool program only provides funding for students who turn 4 years old by September 15th. The board felt that it would be unfair to parents to implement tuition without prior notice. The board will discuss the potential tuition fees during their July board meeting. While 5-year-olds can attend preschool without tuition for the upcoming school year, preferences will be given to 4-year-old students. Parents should consider this when registering their children for 4-year-old preschool. For more information and to register for preschool, visit www.mtpcsd.org or contact Sydney Smith at the district office. The Washington City Council voted to convert East Washington Street and Highway 92 from 4 lanes to 3 during a meeting on Tuesday. The change aims to enhance road safety and improve turning convenience. The road will be repainted to feature 1 lane in each direction and a shared center lane for turning without reducing its size. The extra space on the sides could potentially be used for bike lanes or other purposes. According to the Iowa Department of Transportation, this lane conversion has reduced crashes by up to 47% in some cities. Pedestrian crossing risks are lower, emergency vehicle passage is easier, and the impact on large agricultural equipment and semis is minimal compared to 4-lane roads. Although congestion may increase during rush hour, plans to install a stoplight at Highway 92 and 12th Avenue intersection are expected to offset this. The lane conversion is anticipated to reduce wait times for commuters accessing their driveways along the busy highway. City officials acknowledge that learning curve but anticipate overall benefits from the change. Washington's inaugural International Film Festival, Farm to Film Fest, received high praise from organizers and attendees. Filmmakers and moviegoers were impressed with the event's organization and venues, with entries from 5 countries showcased. Director Stephen Barry described the festival as truly phenomenal, expressing surprise that it was their first. Many directors, actors, and crew members expressed their desire to return for future festivals, citing reasons such as a receptive audience and networking opportunities. The festival offered a platform for filmmakers like Nick Odie, whose agricultural documentaries resonated with Washington County's focus on regenerative agriculture. J.D. O'Brien, director of After the Gunflint, was drawn by the festival's effective marketing and impressive logo, which enhanced the film's reputation. The festival also provided an opportunity for filmmakers to gain exposure and connect in the competitive industry. Organizers were inspired by Washington's rich entertainment tradition and aimed to celebrate it. After meticulous planning over 3 years, the festival successfully launched with a strong team and guidance from Oneota Film Festival. Despite the initial cancellation due to the pandemic, the festival fulfilled its purpose of promoting the arts, showcasing Washington, and honoring the community's history. The Mount Pleasant High School class of 2023 bid farewell to their public education and embraced the transition into the real world during a ceremony held in the school's gymnasium on Sunday. The event was emotional for many family members in attendance. Salutatorian Bowen Davis expressed his gratitude for the class, highlighting the love and support they had shown one another throughout their journey. Superintendent John Hendrickson drew inspiration from Spider-Man comics, emphasizing the students' newfound power and the responsibility that comes with it. He encouraged them to make choices that reflect their character and to prioritize making a positive impact on others. Valedictorian Bryce Wilson echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the importance of being a good person without overthinking it. Both speeches aim to inspire the graduates to make responsible and ethical choices as they embark on their future endeavors. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or going to one of the amazing concerts. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. David Allen Wells of Fairfield passed away on May 19th at the age of 75. Benno Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Elna Joyce Greenfield of Birmingham passed away on May 17th at the age of 90. A visitation was held at 2 p.m. May 22nd at the Cranston Family Funeral Home. Douglas C. McDonald of Mount Pleasant passed away on May 16th at the age of 62. A celebration of life will be held at 1 p.m. May 27th at the McCoy Shelter House. Kimsey Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Ronald Francis Shoemaker of Mount Pleasant passed away on May 18th at the age of 98. A visitation will be held at 9 a.m. May 23rd at Elliott Chapel. Audrey Marilyn Kaufman of Wayland passed away on May 17th at the age of 92. Graveside services were held May 20th at North Hill Cemetery. Beatty Funeral Home was in charge of the arrangements. Those obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. The great weather we've had will continue this week. Today has been mostly sunny with a high of 83. Tomorrow temperatures will start to rise with a high being 85 degrees and it will remain mostly sunny. On Wednesday, it'll be cloudy with a high of 87. On Thursday, temperatures will reach 89 degrees and it will remain partly cloudy. And finally, on Friday, it'll be 89 degrees and partly cloudy again. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. The state track and field meet proved to be a challenging competition for many big school athletes, but some Southeast Iowa preps managed to shine. Mount Pleasantville Davidson had an impressive weekend, qualifying for the state meet in 4 events for the first time in his high school career. Although he didn't secure a state title, Davidson delivered strong performances, finishing second in the 110-meter high hurdles and third in the 400-meter hurdles. In the high hurdles, he narrowly missed the title by crossing the line in 14.33 seconds, just under 0.2 of a second behind the winner. Davidson's second place finish came after a remarkable run in the prelims, where he clocked 14.1 seconds, breaking his school's record and ranking 10th in Class 3A history. In the 400-meter hurdles, Davidson secured third place with a time of 54.13 seconds. Mount Pleasant earned additional points in the field events, with Avon Trung taking 5th place in the long jump and Isaac Jarrell finishing 8th in the shot put. Meanwhile, Washington's Braden Hartman narrowly missed the shot put title, settling for second place with a throw of 57 feet 8 inches. Hartman's second place finish contributed 8 points to the team's overall performance. On the girls' side, Washington earned 2.6 points, with Iris Dahl finishing 7th in the 800-meter run and Grace Voss tying for 7th in the high jump. That's the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your News Break.